What is a side hustle? It's simply something that allows you to earn some extra money on the side. Think about it as a hobby that puts money in your pocket instead of taking it out. However, it's possible to take a side hustle a step further and turn it into a full-time business. Anyone with the desire to do so can start a side hustle today. What started out as a side hustle for me ended up becoming my full-time gig back in 2017. I quit my 9-to-5 job on a Monday afternoon and never looked back. However, as you will soon learn, it was a well-planned and calculated risk that I was taking. From there, I have slowly built a multi-million-dollar financial content empire. The income from this has allowed me to make savvy investments in my personal life and given me the ability to prepare for future uncertainty. While I have spent most of the last 5 years providing viewers and readers with content about personal finance and stocks, I'll now be pulling back the curtains to give you an inside look at how this all took place and how you too can follow in my footsteps. Why read this book? This book covers all phases of the side hustle journey, including the foundational groundwork that is required to give you the best chance of success. This isn't one of those books that blows smoke and tells you that everything I have done has been easy and that you can do it too. While it is entirely possible to emulate my strategies, you still have to put in the work day in and day out. For starters, we are going to be getting to the source of lazy habits. I was someone who struggled to stay motivated and stick with projects. If that sounds familiar, you have the correct book in hand. It is crucial to tackle these lazy habits early on because they often become the reason behind our failures. I'll show you how to nip bad habits like procrastination in the bud for good. After that, we'll dive into the idea of fake it till you make it and how to control others' perception of you. This comes with an important caveat that you only use these techniques for purposes of good, as we will discuss when covering the Golden Rule. Beyond that, we will be talking about the sacrifices required both early on and during your journey to get your side hustle off the ground. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything or tell you that it was easy for me to do this when I was in your shoes. I'll be sharing my real, first-hand experiences as well as the lessons that followed. One of the biggest sacrifices you will have to make when pursuing a side hustle is how you spend your time and your money. As we will discuss later, these are the two most valuable resources you have available to you. The more time and money you waste, the less fuel you have for launching your business. As I learned from The Richest Man in Babylon by George Clason, it's important to remember that there is a big difference between what people make and what they keep. It doesn't matter how much you earn, you can still put yourself in a terrible situation financially. I turned this into a challenge to figure out how to keep as much of my money as possible. I'll be showing you how to get a grasp of your overall financial situation. Then, we will cover strategies for maximizing your rate of savings from this job to put toward your freedom fund, assuming you want to follow in my footsteps one day and quit your job. My side hustle of financial content on YouTube as well as blogging has taken me from working in a cubicle in upstate New York to becoming a millionaire in my mid-20s. However, not everyone wants to follow in my exact footsteps as a content creator. Even if you do not want to create content, I will still be sharing my recommendations for the best side hustles to start right now. This includes both digitally based side hustles and real-world side hustles, such as becoming a local tour guide. As you will soon learn, not all side hustles are created equally. There are specific characteristics I look for in a side hustle, and I will share those with you. I will also introduce you to my specific technical strategies for getting off the ground with your new venture. The first is a set of recommendations for going out and making your first $100. Most people have a goal in mind of making thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars per month from their own side hustle or business. While this is a great goal, your very first goal should be to simply make $100. As the old saying goes, you need to walk before you run and crawl before you walk. I'll be showing you exactly how to crawl or earn your first $100 before learning how to walk and then run.